All right, traders, to watch this video for Thursday, October 19th. The SPY you can see sitting at all-time highs, really low volume again. IWM just in a tight range up here near all-time highs as well. The few stocks I haven't watched for tomorrow. Let's go here. SRAX had this big pop yesterday, kind of a quiet inside day. It did retrace more than I'm comfortable with. But still, that's worth having on watch because of its recent action. Certainly not in love with it. DEST, I liked the pop yesterday. Kind of held up pretty well today. I want to watch that one tomorrow. VKTX, really nice pop. Again, extended away from moving averages, but worth watching. That's the biggest volume stick I see going back probably about a year there. So we'll see if we can get some follow through on that one. Maybe a red to green, something like that. NEOT had this massive move and then gave back part of that. So you get a partial retracement, much lower volume. Pretty good candidate for a third day play. Sometimes the third day you get a nice move right back up. So we'll see. TRXC, gap up and then another gap up and a crazy intraday move, which topped out at like $5 here yesterday, all the way down to $3.69 today. This is still just a partial retracement of this big move. So that one, sometimes after one red day, they go right back higher. So I'm going to start watching that one. LBIX, huge move. 3 days lower now on declining volume. Pretty good setup for a bounce tomorrow. RGSE has gotten kind of, let me zoom in a little bit here, has gotten kind of quiet. You had the gap up, then you had a lower high, higher lows as well. So now you've got a couple days lower. It's kind of holding the 8 day, so if it's going to turn back up, it may do so tomorrow. Remember, guys, I'm a day trader. I'm just looking for ways to make money tomorrow. I'm in cash every night. RCON had this huge pop. Couple days lower, really low volume compared to, over 20 million shares on the day of the big pop. We'll see if that one can turn back up tomorrow. Real quick, I want to show you OPTT. I forgot to mention this. Wayne called this in our chat room this morning. Right on the red to green spot, right over $1.70. He identified a seller there and said if it gets taken out, you might just rip through the high of day. Something along those. Anyway, Wayne's entry idea was 171. So right there, and look at that thing, just ripped. Beautiful call by Wayne. That was from our morning gap playlist. I wanted to share that with you because it was such a good call. I didn't want to make a video and leave that out. INFI had the gap up. Now, when I look at this chart, you're 4 days lower. Volume's, much smaller than on the big day. But when I look at this chart, I figure everyone who got long this day and is a hold and hoper is underwater and in trouble. So I don't look at this as a bullish chart, but at the same time, this has fallen from almost 380 down to 210. It is in the buy zone between the 8 and the 20-day moving average. So it is kind of due for a turn back up. But remember that. I'm not in love with this one because when I see a huge move like this, I prefer kind of a partial retracement of that move. Maybe a flag over the next few days at lower, and is, maybe about a 50% retracement. Then look for it to turn back up. This is much more than that. It's down into the gap, but still, it might be ready to bounce tomorrow. So, again, it doesn't cost me anything to have it on a chart. CCIH had this nice pop. Remember, this was on watch because it was kind of flagging. A decent little pop here. And I like it over today's high now. Over $1.30, you look to the left and you say, that might be enough to get it over this 139. 140 is a 200-day. So maybe, if it takes out 139, maybe it comes up and challenges this 178 price. So we'll see. But I like the chart. It's a handsome looking chart. We'll see if that gives us a setup tomorrow. And then lastly, INPX. I did get a trade in this one today. I didn't make very much, made a few $100 on it, but I love the daily chart here. You have this high back here. That was 57 cents. And you guys know if you watch me at all, I generally don't trade the sub-dollar stocks. But anyway, 57 cents, then a lower high of 50 cents. And then today, big volume that took it at one point all the way above this high of 51. It did close well off its highs. I don't like that very much. Kind of grinded lower all afternoon. But it's a handsome chart, especially if you can get back up over 50 cents. You might take out that 57 and then squeeze. So, and it's got nice support below. A lot of support below. So that one's certainly worth watching. That's it. Not a big list for tomorrow, and we'll add some pre-market gappers to our list and hopefully catch some nice trades tomorrow. I'll leave it at that. Have a good night.